Hello everyone, and welcome to Nadir, Slay the Six. This is a roguelite deck building game which is very similar to Slay the Spire, but with an interesting twist which we'll get to in a moment. This game is based off Dante's Divine Comedy, which you may remember another game which used that as a basis, which was Dante's Inferno. So this style of game is very, very different, as you'll soon see. But let's go into new run. So I will point out that this is the demo version at the moment. The demo version is the only one that has been released. I don't believe that there is a set in stone release date for this game, but in the demo we can only play as one character, which is Jean, maybe? Somebody can tell me. It looks like Joan of Arc, so it might be Joan, the liberator, hero, saint, and heretic. So you'll see here the starting deck, which looks very similar to Slay the Spire, doesn't it? Doesn't it indeed? So we have our slash, we have our apply rage, we know what rage is, counter, so whenever we get hit, we'll counter attack, but we'll reduce, it will reduce the damage by half of what is taken. Got retaliation, yep. So we've got this main starting deck, and you'll see that some of the cards are red and some of the cards are blue, so that will play a big role in what you can actually play per turn. So let us get right into it. New run. Let's go. So again, very Slay the Spire. We can choose where we want to go. This is all randomized as per any roguelite deck builder. So we can choose any combat here. It just looks like it's all combat. We can scroll up and down to sort of plan a path of where we want to go, but every node that we pick will do one of these list items here. So the sword is combat. We've got elite combat, we've got a bonfire rest area, a deck change, a shop, a boss fight, and an event. So we can see that we've got some obels at the top left here, which can be used to purchase new cards. We got a deck, which is our standard deck, which we just looked at a second ago, and we got our HP. We got 50 HP. So let's go into a fight and let's see what the game is all about, shall we? Okay, we're fighting the beggar. So, oh god, he doesn't look very nice, does he? I like the art style. The art style is quite nice. It's you know, that black and white kind of, you know, grimy Darkest Dungeon style that we've got going on. But you'll see that the enemy doesn't have any indication of what it's going to do, like Slay the Spire. But up here, with these pillars, you can see the red and blue pillars. This is what the enemy is going to do. So he's going to damage 6, he's going to damage 4, and he's going to give himself 2 armor. Now, to play a card, we need to have either a red pillar or a blue pillar. So you can see that we have blue cards and red cards here. If we use a red card, that will use one of the red pillars. That red pillar will flip to the opposite polarity. So at the moment it's Profanum, which is red, Profanum energy, and when it changes to blue, it is called Sacrum energy. So to play a blue card, we need to have one of these pillars, 3 pillars being blue, and if we want to play a red card, we need one of these 3 pillars being red. Now it says 1 in the top left corner, that means you need 1 pillar, but they can be 2 or 3 as well, depending on the power of the card. So, right. Let's think about this. So what you want to do is, every time that you play a blue card, it will highlight which pillar it's going to turn. And when it turns, it goes to red. And the red pillar has something different on the other side, and it will always interchange between those two. So we know that the blue damage here in the middle is damage 4. So if we use rage on ourselves to increase our strength, there we go, it will change. And the middle one now has add repentance to draw pile. Repentance is a card that you can't use, so you don't want too many of them. Now if I use a blue card, a red card, sorry, so if I want to put more rage on myself, it will highlight this red pillar and it will change the red pillar. So he'll have armor 2 on the other side. So taking 6 damage versus him having 2 armor, I would much prefer that the enemy would get 2 armor during their turn rather than damage me. The repentance to my draw pile isn't too bad. I can't quite remember what was on the other side. So let's damage him and see what was on the other side. There we go. I just damaged him for 5. And it's damage 4. So let us... I think that this is pretty good. So you're trying to find a bit of a balance between using as many cards as possible between red and blue, and also trying to get these pillars to what you want the enemy to do. So let us end turn here, then the enemy will do these items in order. So you can see that he's just put armor on himself. There you go. He's going to damage me for 4, and then the armor for 2. So now he's got 4 armor. And that is basically it. It's very, very different. A bit more interesting, I suppose, than Slay the Spire, which is just back and forth, and you can see what the enemy can do before you play all your cards, and it's a mana-based system. Whereas this one, you can play as many cards as you want as long as you've got a pillar up there of the corresponding color. So you can see at the moment, I can only play blue cards at the moment because I have no red pillars up. But as soon as I place a blue on me, there you go. Now I can use a red card because I got a red pillar. So the pillars will change from left to right. So this apply counter on myself will change that damage in the middle there. And then I can change, I can use a red card to change the first pillar back to 2 armor. So this is kind of like the sweet spot, I think. I think we want to add a repentance and just give him 2 armor each. I know I can use 1 more slash, but then that's going to turn that into a damage pillar. So we don't want to do that. So let's just end turn. Let's just take the hit. He's going to do 2 armor to himself. He's going to add a repentance to my draw pile, and then armor 2 to himself. So he didn't do any damage because I played that quite well, I suppose. We got that repentance card. It's unplayable and ghostly. So you don't want too many repentance cards. You want to finish off the enemy quite quickly. So let's use a rage on myself. Let's use another rage to counteract that pillar. So now it's back to armor 2. Now I can apply counter on myself, which counter will, I think we explained earlier, but I will counter attack if he tries to hit me. But let's play another damage card. So we're back to our 2 armor repentance, 2 armor pillars. There you go. End turn. So he'll do it again. There we go. And now, what do we draw? What do we draw? So you start off with pretty basic cards. As you win more battles and go to shops and buy more cards, you will get a more powerful deck. And you can buy more cards which have either 2 or 3 in the top left-hand corner, which changes up the tactics quite a bit. Right, so the one thing I have seen about this is that if you, say, theoretically plan in your head what you want to do for the whole term, then you can't quickly play cards. So I don't know if you saw the Slay the Spire speedrun at the latest AGDQ, but they were playing cards so quickly. They were just dragging them up one after the other, doing it very, very quickly. You can't do that in this game because you always have to wait for the pillar to turn, which I think is a bit of a problem because there's been a few times that I've really wanted to go quickly and finish off the fight, but I haven't been able to because I have to wait for these pillars to turn. So that's a minor gripe, but the game's been pretty fun so far. Let's apply some rage to me. Don't need a counter at the moment, but let's deal 5 damage. And then we've won. There we go. There we go. We worked it out. So we didn't take any damage, which is good. So you get experience, you get obols, and you get cards. So let's see what cards we be offered. Right. Heal is very good because it's going to heal us. Amplify Precise. So Precise will give us 100% chance to score a critical hit. So Precise 2, that means for 2 turns we'll always hit critical hits, which is very good. And this Battle Cry applies 1 rage and 1 precise on us, but we have to take a random card to our discard pile, so that's probably not the best. I reckon we use heal because it's a 2 power card, so that gives us some different options then when trying to change around pillars as well. Let's try that. There are card draw cards in this game, which I feel are very important. Card draw is going to be super important in this game. So no matter what we do, I'm not sure if this is a bug, but it seems like all of our paths are pretty much the same. The first time I played this, they weren't the same. The only difference seems to be between paths is either go into a rest stop or a shop. So that seems a bit weird. Oh, there's another change up here. Okay. So let's move on. Let's fight the second enemy. I believe the enemies have been the same so far. So on my first run, I fought the beggar, then this lump of flesh. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I don't think there's that much randomness in what you're going to be doing. Again, this is just the demo, so maybe they haven't released all the monsters yet. So let's think about this. So we've got armor 5 on this side, we've got damage 6, so we probably want to change this one to whatever's on the other side, and rage 1. So rage will be good to give the enemy, as long as he's not damaging us. So we probably want that. We might want armor, but it depends what's on the other side. So let's apply rage to ourselves. Okay, it's damage 6 on the other side. So let's use this. There we go. So what's on the other side of this damage one? So let's do more rage. Oh, no, I did that wrong. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I was supposed to use another red one, wasn't I? Anyway, so we can't use this heal because we've only got one blue pillar up, and we can't do anything else because we run out of cards, so let's end turn. Okay, so we're going to take damage here because I'm a moron. Yeah, 6 damage to us. For some reason, Joan of Arc has Temperance, which adds armor equal to Temperance value for each discarded card. So yeah, we want to discard cards as well if we can. Right, so let me apply rage on myself, see what's on here. Weak 1, so not the best, but it's better than taking damage, I suppose. Okay, what should we do here? So if I use a blue card now, that's going to be a damage on the other side. So what do we want to do? Do we want to see what's on the blue side of this red one? Try that. Well, he's got 5 armor anyway, so we might as well just end turn here, actually. He's got armor on himself. He's got impenetrable as well, which adds... the armor never goes away, so it's a similar mechanic to the armor, or impenetrable armor in Slay the Spire as well. I think it was called plate armor or something. Let's just end turn, because we kind of like this setup of what he's going to do. Oh, he just gave himself another 10 armor. That go away? No, it doesn't. It can stack its value, but is active only 1 turn. It seems like he had that for more than 1 turn, but I'm not sure. That might be a bug. Or maybe I'm calculating it wrong. Both are possible. Okay, so let's look at... Let's go rage. If we're going to try and... Let's try and go... Let's apply counter to myself. Let's deal some damage. I'm trying to damage myself though. And let's get rid of his armor as well. Okay, so that did 8. So now we're back to what we were before. So end turn, we're not going to counter anything because he can't attack. Armor, we got weak on us, and then rage on him. So I'm weak. That means that I deal 50% less damage. I've got a counter attack up still. So let's try and nuke him down, shall we? So I'll apply rage to myself. I'll change that. Then I can slash. Then I can apply rage to myself. Then I can slash. Okay, cool. So now we're back to where we were before. I could heal myself, but I think that's going to give me... That's good. I'm going to take 12 damage to heal 3, so I'm not going to do that. That seems pretty silly. Okay, so he runs through his moves. I kind of hope that there's an option to make that part faster, because you kind of know what he's going to do anyway, and the animations get a bit tiresome after a while. Okay, so I'm going to apply rage to myself. I'm going to slash him. Blocked it. And then I'm going to heal myself, because then I've got 2 red cards which I can change round, see? So just then you could see that I couldn't quite use my card. That was the issue that I was talking about, of not being able to play cards quickly. So Okay, so we're back to where we were before. We got no cards left. That's probably the best that we could do in that situation. We probably want to start nuking him down at some point, because these battles can take a while when you're trying to play it safe. I'll apply rage to myself, and let's go. Okay, again, I can't do it because I didn't wait for the bloody pillar to turn. And that's that. That's this. Blue. Okay, so now he's going to damage me for 6 because I used that final red pillar. So let's end turn. If I had used the rest of my blue cards, the first and second pillar would have turned, and that would have been 6, 12, 18 damage. We did it. So we counter-attacked him, which was good to finish him off. So let's see what cards we've got. The Colossal is very good because we can apply 20 armor on ourselves, so that means we mitigate the damage of damage pillars. 6 damage to the enemy, add hatred to your discard pile. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, hatred is in this card. So this is like a multiplier card. Deal 10 damage on the enemy, add repentance to your discard. Add repentance to your discard pile. Okay. Armor 20 on self. I'm going to get that. You don't want too many cards that are more powerful of a certain affinity. So if I have too many blue cards that are 2s and 3s, and I find it very hard to get actually as many 2 or 3 pillars during a fight, if you know what I'm saying. So let's see if we can buy some more cards. They're all level 1 red cards. Add hatred. Let's try this multiplier card. Let's try that. And there's also a draw 2 card, which is really good. So we want this as well. There you go. We purchase everything we can. This is an elite fight, so this might take a while. Let's have a look. Gunnery Demon. Okay. It's the same as I fought last time. Remember, the 5th of November. So he's got shielded. So shielded will nullify an attack if he gets shielded. Let's try and change that to see what else we got. Let's use hatred, our new hatred card. Or damage 8. So it's quite difficult to think which one is better in that situation. If we can armor ourselves up using that one card, maybe it's better to have the damage here. So let's see what the armor 5 turns into, shall we? Okay, so that's damage 4, armor 5 there. So let's use that to go back round to shielded. And let's see what's on the other side of the armor 5. So I just used a 2 blue pillar card. Your armor 5 and damage 8. Okay, so it looks like they've got a sweep of damage on one side, and then shielded armor and armor on the other. Okay, understood. So let's end turn. Okay, he's going through his... Okay, so we took 5 damage there, 8 minus 3. Because of our armor, our temperance there. Okay, so let's apply rage to ourselves. We can do more damage. Let's apply counter, because he's going to hit us, I'm sure. And then... Oh, I really want this Colossal out, but again, I can't get enough... can't get enough blues. Okay, and then let's change that one again. Let's just apply counter to ourselves twice. Cool. So when he attacks me, I am going to counter-attack him. It's not quite obvious with the animation, but we shall see. Okay, there you go. You can see I did -4 damage to him, while he did 8 to me. Right, slash him. I've only got 1 red card. That's really bad, but we've got this card draw now. There we go. We got 2 reds. That's really good. That's really good. So let's do that. The armor 5 we probably want to stay. So let's rage ourselves. Let's do 6 damage plus whatever we're going to do in terms of buffs. Okay, so I did 4 damage to him. And then let's put counter on ourselves to get back to where we were before. Okay, so he's got shielded on there now, so let's see how that works. Shielded. You get a little shield symbol, so I need to attack him at least once or twice to start doing damage to him in the next turn. We got hatred back, so let's use a hatred. I get another one now, so I'm basically producing red cards in my discard pile, it seems, which is all good. Okay, so if I go mad and use all reds, then I can use the Colossus here to armor myself up, and then I can apply counter on me as well. So I want him to damage me now because I got 20 armor, so he won't reduce my health, but I will counter attack him, so that's probably the best for everybody. Okay, shielded. He's got 5 armor as well. And he's done 8 damage, and I've done 4 back. There you go. So it's quite good. You can do counter attacking builds because I think it ignores armor. So that's very nice indeed. We can heal ourselves as well. I mean, coming by health in Slay the Spire type games is always quite hard. So having a card that heals you is always quite good. Let's damage him. And then let's apply counter on ourselves. And let's go with that, shall we? We're doing it again. We're trying to counter attack. He will do damage to me this time because I've only got 3 armor, but that's fine. There we go. So another couple of turns, he should be gone. Apply rage to myself. And then I could probably... I want to put counter on myself. Let's try and attack him. Again, he was shielded, so it doesn't do much. Let's counter again. There we go. Back to that. So we are losing health slowly. We need to be careful. We'll be taken down to 25, and he'll be taken down to 4. So hopefully we can get the armor card this turn. There it is, but we do need to attack him first. Although it seems like we have won because there you go. We had enough hatred cards. Cool. We got more experience for that. We got more obols. Let's see what cards we got. Okay, these are battle cry ones again. Maybe I should take one because every time we discard, we're going to get 3 armor. And it's quite good anyway. I do want more red cards. Apply 12 armor on self and counter, which is very, very good. But I'm getting too many powerful blue cards. I'm becoming unbalanced. It's all about keeping that balance. Let's get some health back at the rest stop. There is no special animation for this. I think the developers could make a bit more effort, I think, with the animation styles because Slay the Spire has a bit more going for it in terms of that. But it's by all means not. It's probably more of a personal taste thing. So I'm not sure what's the point in choosing the nodes when they're all the same in one line because you're always fighting the same people, it seems. But we got the Ghoul now, and he's got 40 HP. I think this might be a different one, actually. I've never fought this one. I don't. So we could heal ourselves and see what's on the other side of these two. So let's try that. So bleeding and damage. We got damage and bleeding. Okay, so we probably want the blue side of that. And then we got battle cry. We probably want to use that last, actually. Even though it gives us rage, we don't want to discard the wrong thing. Let's do some damage. 5 damage to you. What about this rage one? What do you turn into? Okay, damage 4. And then let's just use the rage there. Okay, he's going to do damage 8. Okay, that's fine. So, let's see. Bleeding. Character bleed lose 1 HP for each point of bleeding after using a card. Oh damn, after using a card. Then the bleeding value is reduced by 1. Okay, so that's fine. So let's... Okay, we're going to bleed a bit, but we'll draw more cards. Hatred. We definitely want to use that. Let's apply some rage to ourselves first. Let's do 2 rages to turn this back. We probably don't want damage 8 actually, but let's keep going. Apply counter to myself. And then let's slash again. We don't want to use it again because then we'll have 844 damage and we don't want that. We don't want that. Cool. So probably the best we could hope for at the moment. I am losing health. It's never nice to lose health. Maybe we'll get the healing card next. No, we didn't. But we got apply 20 armor on self, so that'll be nice. So we can go full damage build on this one if we so wish. Apply counter on myself. Let's go attack. Oh, it seems that I changed this one. I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking. Okay, and then let's get back to... Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna finish it anyway. Sometimes I forget to look at the enemy's health. Okay, Crushing Blow. This is a power 2 card. Deal 8 damage on the enemy, apply decay on the enemy. Decay stacks indicate how many incoming attacks will have to increase damage. Each attack reduce that by 1. Okay, that's it. See if we can work that out. Another fight. Who have we got? Whoa, what's this? Excuse me? Whoa, he looks interesting. I do like the enemy designs, and the design of our playable character as well. So we got 2 add repentances to our pile. He's got 60 health, Jesus. Okay, let's apply rage. Num num num. And then we got damage 9 on the other side here. We got damage 5 there. So we can turn that one back around. Okay, and then we're at decay 1. Okay, so this is probably the best we can hope for. What's on the other side of this again? Add repentance. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 repentance cards, it seems, this turn, which isn't great, but let's keep going. We don't want to fill our deck with repentance cards, because then all we'll be drawing is cards that we can't play. No polarity to them. We could use hatred for sure. What else we got? We got rage. We got... Yeah, let's go with rage. Let's change that to damage 9. Then let's use battle cry. Okay, that took rid of... that's good. Hatred to get rid of the damage 9, and then we can apply counter on ourselves again. We are getting more repentance cards though. We need to nuke him down fairly quick. We might need to change tact in the next turn. He's decayed me. Indicate how many incoming attacks will have increased. Okay, so it looks like we got 2, so every time he attacks us, he'll have 2 extra damage. Oh god. See, this is why you don't want repentance. Okay. Our card draw saved us a bit. Let's apply some rage. Let's apply some pressure. And then let's go with 20 armor on ourselves, because we do have counter, I believe. Okay, so he won't be able to hit us. We will get more repentance cards. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of damage back to him. I don't know if it rounds up or down. We'll soon see. I bet it's down. Yeah, it's down. Rounds down to 4. Okay. And let's see what we get. Oh god, lots of repentance cards. Crushing Blow adds decay to him. Very nice. And then we can add 4. Let's just try and nuke him down now. There you go. We did it. We did it. Good, good, good. The rage is helping us there. It doesn't actually tell you, without you noticing, if you're going to do more damage than is stated on the card, which I think is really important. Slay the Spire introduced that. So yeah, I think they need to have a look at that for sure, because players are always going to think that they're not going to kill something when they are going to kill something, or, you know, likewise the other way around with weak. Apply precise 2. Deal 10 damage on enemy. Add repentance to your discard pile. Ugh. And we can draw a card, so I think card draw is what we need to go for. For sure. Let's get our health back, 46, and now we're at the boss. We're at the boss. I've just noticed as well that this logo here is very, very low resolution, which is a bit strange, but I'm sure it's something that can be fixed fairly easily. So I believe the first boss is Cerberus. If it ever decides to load, there you go. It is Cerberus. Oh, it's a very different kind, that's for sure. Ugh. Okay. Well, he's going to poison me for 3 on this side. He's going to damage for 5 and then counter. He's got counter as well. Let's get more cards. See what's behind the poison door. Number 1, it's damage 9. Ugh. Okay. What about behind damage 5? Let's add counter to ourselves. Size 2. That's not good either. Let us apply rage on ourselves. We will draw another card. There we go. We can see what's behind the counter door. That's damage 9. Okay, so there's a full sweep of damage behind one layer, and then we've got some status effects. So let's think about this then. We probably want to change the front one. Let's get armor to ourselves. And then let's... I think we might go with that. Although he's going to get a critical hit for sure with precise, but I can't seem to get rid of that precise pillar anyway. We can apply counter as well if we get rid of that. Let's do that actually. Let's do that. And then let's just battle cry ourselves. Okay, so he's not going to actually hurt us this round because I went mad with the cards. But let's see, I got 3 poison on myself. When does that tick? Is it the start of my turn? Character will lose HP equal to the poison number, then poison number is decreased by 1. So I think it's just happened there, so... Oh, why is this still on? There you go, it's gone. Apply decay on the enemy. Let's try it. Very nice. He's got 100 health. He's already down to 55, so we're doing quite well. Okay, so he's got 5 to 6 damage now on 9 to 11. Interesting. Let's do this. We got damage 9 to 11. Let's heal ourselves for 8. Changes that around. And then we can slash him. How much armor have I got? I've just got counter, right? So let's apply counter to myself. And then let's counter attack him. 9 damage to us. 4 back to him. We may be able to nuke him down at some point, but we need some... He just woofed. Woof! That's not like any dog I've ever seen before, that's for sure. Okay, so we can do some slashing goodness here. Should I apply rage to myself? Yes, I will. Then let's do that to get rid of the damage. And then precise 2. And that's going to be damage 5. So we'll live with that. We'll live with that. We've only got 8 damage left. 8 HP left. Okay. So he's got 6 HP left, so we should be able to kill him, surely. Surely. 20 armor. Rage. Good with that. Okay, he's got 1 left, so it looks like we're not going to this turn. But we can ensure that he's going to only do damage stuff to us. So let's give him precise. Okay. And then I counted him for 4. Nice. There we go. Cool. And that's it, folks. That is it. We beat the first floor. And that is Nadir. Slay the 6. I like it's like Slay the 6, not Slay the Spire. But yeah, you can wishlist it now. You can get the full game. I'm not sure, because in Slay the Spire, the characters that you can play as mechanically work very, very different. So I'm hoping that the other characters play very, very different as well. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm not sure if this character is the only one with the pillars, the pillar mechanic. I doubt it. I think the pillar mechanic is there to stay throughout every single playable character. But yeah, it looks like you can upgrade your characters as well, which probably adds a bit of roguelite-y progression to it, I suppose. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. I think there's a few things that they can improve upon, like I said, but yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a mind boggler, that's for sure. Let's continue and back to the main menu. So thank you very much for watching, guys. You can get the demo on Steam. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, give it a go yourself, see what you think. And I can't tell you when the release date is because they haven't given one. So there we go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.